I know, it's kind of an unsatisfying bit. It's worth it to me. Oh, I feel bad that there's like a whole group of people who can't see me right over there. Just explain it to them. This will be an audio part of the show. I'm going to do something called a polyrhythm. That's different time signatures on different drums. So for example, I'm going to do 5-4 on the ride. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A waltz on the hi-hats. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'll do, I don't know, 6-8 on the kick drum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on the snare, I don't know, I'll do like 15-1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, here we go, all at the same time. There you go. I didn't do any of that. It's just impressive to say numbers, I think. Every drum solo that you've ever seen, they're all designed exactly the same way. Okay, there's a structure to them. So I'm gonna break it down for you. A drum solo starts where the band is all playing at the same time. Whatever groove that is, you know. Band drops out, and then the drummer will do something super simple and sort of like a caveman that like is supposed to throw you off, like you think there's not going to be a solo. So band cuts out. So you're like, uh-oh, oh no. Oh, this is going to not be quite a solo. Then kick drum comes in. So it starts getting like a little busy. Busier and busier. Then the drummer will move to a part of the kit that's not supposed to be played, right? Like, so you're going, oh, what? I didn't know that was a drum. Whoa, I didn't know you could do so much. Everything starts coming back in a little busier, and cymbals start making themselves known. So then every drum solo ends like this. Brang, gong, 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 grang. And then the band kicks in. So busy. There you go. Did you guys ever go to a show where you're watching a band and the drummer gets into a fight with the monitor person? It's so weird because it's an actual drama on stage. Like, when I was in my 20s, I was in a post-punk band, and as a drummer in my 20s, all I wanted to do was like prove that I was fast. It was just like every song was... a lot of stops and starts and stuff. Then, in my 30s, I did less tom work and more like cymbals and just kind of keeping it kind of straight but a little chaotic. So... Then in my 40s, everything got real tight, really. Now in my 50s, this is honestly the groove where I'm most comfortable. This is what I like to play. The tempo and the volume, I like this. I'm not making this up, I love it. So I think with that trajectory, I think as I go into my 60s and 70s, this is going to be my drumming style. Well, I'm going to do a quick, brief history of punk rock on the drums. And I'm going to just do 1969 to 1999, okay? So, starting with 1969, bands like the Velvet Underground would only use like 2 drums, and it was like walking down the boulevard with a flower. Then 1974, Ramones, same kind of thing, but like more kick drum and very driving, no fills, very straight ahead. I just wanna watch TV, my baby got a love out of me. Then over in England, 1975, 1976, same thing but quarter notes on the hi-hat, like I don't wanna go to the ambulance. I don't wanna go. Then like 1978, there was like a movement, like bands like Wire. We'll skip over Italy for now. Bands like Wire, Gang of Four, really sparse and sort of experimental. Like, I am a neon light. I am a fascist. Fascist dance. Fascist dance. Then like over in the States, there was like a kind of a rockabilly thing going on with the Cramps, like what I'm a human fly. Then there was like a thing in like 1979 where a lot of bands like XTC and the Police were like doing a version of reggae that was like EO, EO, EO. Then things got super fast, like 1982, 1983, very political. Unless you think. Then like 1988 or so, there was like college rock, Sonic Youth. They just, like, drummers approached the drum kit like they'd never seen a drum kit before. Like, there's a candle on my boot. 90s, bands like Fugazi, like a lot of the DC scene, everything got half-timed. So 90s was like a little groovier, a little slower, like and do you remember the 90s build-ups into nothing? Like, 90s, if we put Canada in the history of punk rock, I would say No Means No from Vancouver, and that was a super, like, very, very angular and aggressive, like, have you heard the news? The dead walk. Sleater Kinney, late 90s. Don't go too slow, I'm out of control. And then let's like, if we had 1999 with like this sort of new ska movement, that was like super happy. Like if this movement of ska, it was like, your mom and dad were the best you ever had. That's my history of punk. Have you seen these, like, the cymbals I have up here? You know, there's like a ride, crash, and there's like a splash. Do you guys know splash cymbals? You can barely hear them. But, oh, I'm so sorry I missed you guys throughout that whole thing. I was right there. This is for you though. But there are these splash cymbals which are funny the drummers use them because you could barely hear them. But I don't know if you know this. You know that they're edible? I'm so happy that worked. I had this like art person make like cookies like that look like zildjian symbols, and I brought it all the way here. I'm just glad it didn't break on the way. I had it on my flight and everything. But what was on my mind? You guys. That was for you. Do you know this song? This is an iPad here, by the way. That's what I play all this music off of. So I just want to plug Apple. Go out and get your Apple products. It's a great company. iPhones, iPads.